What do you think is the key factor that makes Dubai a great market for investment in 2025?
But Dubai in general is a great market to invest. Today in terms of tourism, Dubai is compared to the top cities of the world, be it London or be it New York or be it Hong Kong, Singapore, etc. Dubai is much more advanced because it is following the best practices from the east and the west.
So, do you think that this real estate boom, which is there in Dubai right now, will last for a long time? Or do you think that after some time, the market will crash or the property prices will go down?
So you see, crash would not be a right word. Corrections may happen in the course, and it is necessary for the market for corrections to happen.
So, is it correct to say, Rahul, that as an investor, if I'm investing, or if, say, my family or friends or somebody is investing in Dubai, it is very emittent or it is very important for us to hold the property for a longer period of time instead of just buying something and then flipping it on within months and, years?
See, if you are making money, then there is no problem in flipping. But if you are entering the market thinking that I'll flip it in 6 months and make money and reinvest and keep flipping, then there is a thought process issue.
I'm here today with Rahul from Classic Properties Dubai, and we are going to get into some information about real estate in Dubai, how the properties are doing, how well the market is. So, Rahul, how are you doing today?
Hi Zinat, I'm doing great. Thank you for inviting me to the show.
Okay, you're most welcome. So let us know, Rahul, what do you think is the key factor that makes Dubai a great market for investment in 2025?
So, I'll not limit it to 2025, but Dubai in general is a great market to invest. Today in terms of tourism, Dubai is compared to the top cities of the world, be it London or be it New York or be it Hong Kong, Singapore, etc. But in terms of ease of doing business, in terms of security, in terms of tax saving, etc., Dubai is much more advanced because it is following the best practices from the east and the west. Dubai is a modern city, it's a new city. Obviously, when you talk about Singapore, London, etc., they are very old cities, at least 150 plus years. Dubai is probably 25 years in making. So, if we take 10 years, 15 years from today, I think the real estate prices in Dubai realistically would be close to London. So, today, London is approximately 5 times expensive to Dubai.
More expensive than
More
Dubai.
expensive. So, obviously, the reason is because there is lot of land availability today with the in the terms of the growth of population, Dubai is surely going to be there in 10 years from today.
So, do you think that this real estate boom, which is there in Dubai right now, will last for a long time? Or do you think that after some time, the market will crash or the property prices will go down?
So you see, crash would not be a right word. Corrections may happen in the course, and it is necessary for the market for corrections to happen, because everything end of the day is based on affordability. If you cannot afford living in a city, then economics won't work. So corrections may come in the course of going up, which is good for a healthy market. But crash, I don't think Dubai is seeing a downside like what we've seen in 2009 or 2014. The market is much matured. There is a lot of new investors in the market. RERA and land department are more cautious than ever. So I would not suggest or I would not say that there is a crash which is coming. Corrections are inevitable. Corrections will keep coming, and it's very good for a healthy market.
So, you think when the correction happens in the market, the investors who have already invested in Dubai, will it hamper them? Or do you think when the correction happens, there will be a lot of investors who will again go on and invest in Dubai?
So those who are over leveraged, if I want to explain you it in easy terms, let's say if your capacity of investment is 1 million and you've taken properties worth 10 million. So these over leveraged investors are going to face a lot of challenge when the market corrects. But people who have invested with long term thought process and people who are looking to stay in the market for 10 years, 15 years,
Right.
20 years, they will never face any hardship with this market and any other market in the world. So real estate is a long-term investment. You are not investing in stocks or equities or gold that you invest today in 6 months you make your money exit. Real estate forever is going to be a long-term investment. So if you are over leveraging your capacity, then obviously every correction you will feel the wrath of the market. But if you know what you are doing, if you have not over leveraged yourself, if you are investing in the right places, right market, right time, you'll always make money in real estate.
So, is it correct to say, Rahul, that as an investor, if I'm investing, or if, say, my family or friends or somebody is investing in Dubai, it is very emittent, or it is very important for us to hold the property for a longer period of time instead of just buying something and then flipping it on within months and, years?
See, if you are making money, then there is no problem in flipping. But if you are entering the market thinking that I'll flip it in 6 months and make money and reinvest and keep flipping, then there is a thought process issue.
Okay.
Whenever you get into a real estate investment, be it Dubai or be it anywhere in the world, it should always be a long term approach. In this approach, if you make money in short term, it is okay. But you are not investing with the approach of flipping. You are always investing with the approach of holding it for a long term. And since you got an opportunity to make money, yes, why not? But with that opportunity doesn't mean that every time you invest you'll get opportunities to flip. So always go with a long term approach. If you get money, sell it, but don't call it flipping. Telling it, you have to tell that you're making money.
You're making money out, okay.
Making money out of your investments. This is not equities. This is not stock. This is not gold. This is real asset.
So this is something that stays for a longer period
Yes.
of time, right? So Rahul, how long you have had classic properties, or what was your thought when you actually thought that, I want to go ahead and open up a company into real estate or a brokerage firm here in Dubai?
So real estate for me has always been a passion, more than a money making machine. It's just that it was the right time. We've made our. I was in real estate much before opening classic properties. So we made our connections, we made our base, we had our clientele who was supporting us when we wanted to take this step. And thanks to all our clients and all our team who've helped us through the process. And today, what we are is because of her, obviously because of the blessings, because of our clients, and because of our team.
So what is that one, or you can say three qualities that you look for when you're hiring a salesperson in your team or somebody who wants to get into real estate?
Um, Most important thing is the quality to listen, the ability to listen. Today, I would say we have about 25,000 registered agents in Dubai as per
Dubai,
RERA.
yes.
But I would say about 75,000 unregistered agents are also existing in the market. We don't want to take an approach where sale is only the key point. Listen to the client, match what they want. That is the only criteria which is most important. And obviously, a fit in the culture of the company is also equally important.
So I also think, Rahul, to add that when you are getting a salesperson or person who's going to work in your company, treatment for them, how you treat your employees is probably very important.
See, we never consider any of us staff as employees. They are always a part of the family. It's just an extended family. You spend more time with them than your actual family. So they are your real family members who are always there in good and bad times. What I personally do is I would train them personally. I'd spend time with them individually to train them to make sure they are learning it in the right way. They are not left in the market to go and do sales. My personal, and all my team know that I give a lot of importance on knowledge. So that's why I spend a lot of time on training my team. That means I spend a lot of time on learning myself.
I think I've been working with you for a long time now. I think more than, as a boss or something, you're a good leader. You always lead. You have always taken the lead into the company, training us, being with us, treating us equally. I think it is very important for other agents or other corporate companies to take that approach.
I agree. See, if you're not with the team, if you're not spending time with the team, then if my door is not accessible to you or to any of the team members, then there is always a gap. When you don't have that personal connection, then it remains as a financial relation that you're making money, you are with me, you tomorrow you don't
Yes.
make money, you
We'll go somewhere
yeah,
else.
there are another 1,000 companies in Dubai. But that emotional touch, that closeness which is there, the bonding which is there between the team and between all of us, that is what we are here
It's
for.
it's necessary. I think it's necessary.
Money is not only the motivation factor, I believe.
Yeah, money should not actually be the only motivation factor, I think. I think there are other things that would motivate you to be in this business. Now, also, Rahul, I would like to know, you have been an investor in the Indian market as well, right? Looking into our clientele, probably in Dubai also, that is the biggest part of investors are from India. So, what do you think when you compare the Indian market of real estate to Dubai market, where the capital appreciation works, how exactly that goes on?
Honestly, it is not a fair comparison. Indian market is derived by a huge population. So the
Okay.
demand what Indian market has, will Dubai will never have that demand ever. But the point is that, you cannot be heavily invested in one market. You'd always want to divide your eggs into different baskets.
Yeah, that's what they say.
So people from India who are investing in Dubai market is not just for the pleasure of having a property in Dubai. It is just that they are dividing their investments between India and UAE. For them, culturally, Dubai is one of the most closest in terms of foreign markets. Of course, tax free is one of the reasons, but it is just not the reason. Today, if you want to find a pure vegetarian restaurant in Dubai,
Yes.
it's more easier than finding a pure vegetarian restaurant in probably Hyderabad or one of the South Indian cities. So culturally, Dubai is very close to India. Dubai has got that right safety, security, returns, etc. And it's a dream to have an international investment for those who are earning in India. So I think, there is no comparison in these markets purely because of the demand in India and because of the population in India. But having international investments, Dubai would probably be the first choice because you're very close.
Very close
You
to
are
India.
you are very
Yes.
close. You are probably between 3 to 4 hours through all the cities in India. Number two, you are culturally very close. Number three, it is very safe, secure, tax-free returns. So all of these factors are very important. That's why Indians invest in Dubai.
True. Now, Rahul, what I was thinking is, for example, I know that you guys are also doing international events wherein, you go to other countries and you try to get investors from other countries to invest in India. What do you think is one of the major things that works out for you when you do international events, when your team goes and meets people from all over the world? They might have questions about safety, security, and if they're safe with you as a company. There are 10,000 agents, as you said. There are other companies, other brokerages over here. Why should they choose you or Classic Properties in terms of getting on with their investments or building a portfolio with you?
See, we are there to handle the investors. We are not looking at that one time sale and then, they're free in the market to go and talk to other agents. Our idea is whenever we are going internationally, it's very easy to go with a developer. For
Correct.
example, Soba or Damak or any other top developer today in Dubai would help us to fund this event, go with us and try to sell. But we choose not to do that. We rather choose to invest that money in those markets and do the event on our own, where we have the option of offering all the developer products based on what the client wants. If a client wants flexible payment plan, I would probably, if I'm doing an event with one of the developers, I would stick to offer those developers.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing an open event, the idea of doing an open event is to keep the market open for the client. The client should not, client should not budge to what he needs. He gets an option to select everything, but that's not where it ends. After buying, the client needs support in doing the installment payments. The client will need support in taking the handover, leasing the property, managing the property, probably selling the property at some point. So our idea is to build a long-term relation with this client, not a sale pitch idea where you go
You
sell,
just
come
go,
back
you
and forget
sell,
about
and you
the
come
client.
back. Yeah.
So that's how we are different. It's not that we are the only one who are doing this, but our idea is to be very open and frank with the clients, suggest them what is right. I would not sell something to a client which I would not buy.
Okay.
So that is the approach which the team also carries. That if I can't buy, then I don't sell.
Okay. So, in terms of when these international investors come on board with you, you look through the entire portfolio of these clients?
I personally don't, but
Okay.
my team is trained enough to look at what the client wants. Again, as I said, the most important point for us in hiring is listen. Do you have the capacity or capability to listen? If you do, then you will sell what the client wants. You will
Well,
not sell what you want to sell.
so, as a salesperson, right, when you're into sale, what are the two things that you have to be very careful with when you're talking to a client, when you're bringing the client on board? What are the two things wherein you have to understand what the client wants, and then you're doing the sale? But what is it that you have to be careful about when you're talking to the investor?
So I think the most important point is trust. So because you are dealing in money and you are dealing in long term investments, and probably the client who is investing, he is putting all his life savings to buy this
Yes.
property.
Yes.
So this trust is one factor where it can be built only with listening. If you understand what the client needs and if you offer what he needs, then you are building the right platform and the right trust with the client. That is number one. Number two is always never sell because you are getting more commission somewhere else.
Yes.
Always try to sell something that the client wants to buy. Don't sell something that you want to sell. These are the two things. If you take care of these two things, you would always succeed in whatever you're doing.
So Rahul, I know that Dubai is a tax-free country. You know, you don't get taxes. I've been here for 14 years. I have never paid taxes on my income over here. That's a big important factor for somebody like an expat to be in this country. Do you think these tax-free benefits also benefits the property investors?
Yeah, absolutely. See, Dubai is not a tax-free country. For individuals, it is tax-free. For residential real estate, it is tax-free. 100% benefits. If you are earning somewhere and you are paying a lot of taxes, and if you get your tax money into a country where you are investing and getting tax-free returns, it surely helps. You need to have a little knowledge of how this tax-free works. Residential real estate, for example, is exempted from VAT, but commercial real estate is not. You pay VAT, and any property which is owned by a mainland company will have to go, all their returns will have to go through corporate tax. But anything which is on individual, so for example, there is no capital gain. So you buy a property, tomorrow you sell with X percentage of profit, you don't have to pay capital gains. You don't have to pay any tax on your personal income that you are getting from the property. So yes, tax free, obviously, who would like to pay?
Yes, no, nobody.
It is a massive benefit, but it is not the only reason why you invest in Dubai. But it is one of the reasons why you should invest in Dubai.
So what would be the second reason then? Okay, saving on taxes or getting tax-free benefits is one. What are the key factors that, that helps an investor to invest over here? What could be the reasons why you should bring your money here or a part of your income over here to put into real estate?
So tax free should be the last point, honestly.
Okay.
Should be the amount of safety, security, and ease of doing business in Dubai. Today, you buy a property, you don't get a title. It's all on an app.
Yeah, everything is
Digital. So that is one thing that you are mm, truly very highly advanced in terms of the tech. So safety, security, ease of doing business. Number two is the variety of how do I call it? It's a multicultural, cosmopolitan
City.
in itself.
Yes.
So probably about 170, 180 nationalities live in Dubai today.
True.
Talking about a city where there is so much foreign acceptance that it is going towards the right direction. So you invest in Dubai thinking of a future capital growth. You don't invest in Dubai thinking of the small tax returns that you would make today.
So
So the long term scope of getting growth on your capital, and the most important thing for people who coming from India or Africa, we are all not pegged to dollar. Our currencies are depreciating.
yes.
Pegged to dollar. So you're technically making a dollar based return investment. That itself is let's say if I've invested, I moved to Dubai in 2008, 2009. At that time, dirham against to rupee was approximately 8 to 9 rupees. Today it is about 24.
24.
Just that money is 3 times today.
So you think currency valuation is also something that people should be looking at
Most important fact is your investments are in dollars.
in dollars?
So you are not looking at your home currency investments. So dollar investments always give you the advantage of depreciation of the currency.
So now, since we have talked about a lot of good things, why people should be investing in Dubai, why, it's a great city and everything, what are the risk factors? What are the factors wherein, somebody might say, you know what, this is something that is risky for me and I might not want to put my money there?
No investment would come without a risk. It is just that you need to calculate your risk against the other investments that you are doing. For example, if you are invested in a stock or a gold, obviously it carries the market risk. Example, if I'm invested in a plot in India, it carries risk of people coming and encroaching the land.
Yes.
So risks are always there. As I said in one of our discussions, the leveraging is the risk that you should not do. Dubai is a market where you would get you have so many salespeople who are trying and ready to offer you
Every kind of
every kind of returns. You would see people selling properties 50, 60 kilometers away from Burj Khalifa with a Burj Khalifa view.
Yeah.
You need to calculate what you're buying. You need to calculate your risk. You need to see how much are you leveraging yourself against the market. For an international buyer, a long payment plan may look very interesting, but are you hedging your dollar risk against the long payment?
long payment plan
Today, what is 1 million dirham? Probably with the currency devaluation might become 1.3 million dirhams
in the long term?
in the long term. If it's a 8-year payment plan, if the currency depreciates by 30, 40%
Yes.
in 8 years, then did I calculate this risk of taking a longer payment plan? So if you are calculative, if you are not over leveraged, you cannot go wrong in Dubai real estate. Corrections will come, which can come in any market in the world. But if you are a long term investor, if you are investing with a long term thought process, if you are not over leveraging yourself, you have avoided most of the risks. You just need to be more calculative.
So, what you're saying is that you need to know what exactly you're doing when you're buying. Is it also very important whom you buy this for? Because, as I said, there are lots of agents in the markets. An investor might not know what exactly you have to offer. People are offering different projects and people are offering different payment plans. If an agent is honest, do you think the risk factor comes down?
Depends on who the consultant is. If you are dealing with an agent, the risk is very high. A consultant, the risk is very low. Agent, how do you define, how do you differentiate? Whenever a agent is calling and saying that this is the last unit left, okay,
Yeah.
because then it's better take a step back. Don't take the decision right now. If it's last unit, if it is not meant for you,
Yes.
if it is meant for you, the property would come to you. So my advice is before signing that paper or before giving that first payment, make sure you sleep over it. Do all your calculations. Make sure that you are not overcommitting. You are not coming under the sales pressure. But tomorrow after you buy, you come into the remorse that, did I make a wrong decision? Did I
Yes.
A consultant will never push you. They'll stay with you, they'll guide you in the right way. If you don't like a project, they will not think that you're not a serious buyer. They'll take you to some other project which is suiting you. There is no less number of units available for sale. There are a lot of opportunities in this market. What suits you can be guided to you by a consultant. Never go. I would advise never go to a developer office and try to talk to a developer to buy directly from them because their interest is limited to
Selling their own project. Yeah.
their interest is limited to doing that one sale. A consultant will handhold you throughout your journey in Dubai, will advise you on all what is available, will listen to you, and will offer you what is suiting you. A agent will also do all of this, but he will create the sale pressure. A consultant will not create the sale pressure. He would rather handhold you and get you the right project that is suitable to you.
I wanted to ask you something personal, since I know you personally and professionally both, because lots of my investors who are planning to probably move here in the long run, the first question they ask is, children, when you have a daughter. So they ask you, if we bring our children there, what kind of upbringing we would be looking at, what kind of schools we are looking at. Will my child be able to get the same opportunity that they might get back in India or US or probably any other country?
It it actually depends on where you're coming from. For example, I come from India, so we are a very cultural driven society.
Yes.
For me in Dubai, I find that very easily. Probably, if you are coming from West, you will get the best of the education. You will get the best of Western culture. So honestly, Dubai fits in all the cultures. So it would not mind so much if I move from India or if I move from West. Obviously, the competition is not as much as it is in India
Okay. Yeah, because of the population and stuff. Yes.
to the education system.
Right.
But otherwise, everybody here is happy. There's so much to do.
You think this is a happy society? You think it's a happy community, happy city?
It is. If you want to look at the positives, it is very happy. It is very happy. I mean, I am here for about 15, 16 years now, or 17 years rather. When I moved to Dubai, I thought I'd be here for 2, 3 years. And
Yeah, that was your plan.
Dubai probably has a magnet somewhere in its core. Once you move here, it's very difficult.
It doesn't let you go off very easily, right?
It doesn't. See, end of the day, what do you want? You want to make money. You want your family to be happy. You want the right opportunities. You have all of them here. So yeah, the children have a great future here, and the education system is going greater.
So I think we have covered little bit information about real estate, some information about your personal life. Let's get on to the next podcast very soon.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rahul, for coming and speaking to us today.